All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome back to another Mortal Kombat X video. So, as you guys know, I created my ultimate Mortal Kombat 1 tier list for the most fun characters in MK1. I started off just with the guests, but because it was so requested, I did the entire roster. That video was like an hour plus long. It's going to be linked in the description if you guys missed it. But after that, then people wanted me to cover MKX, because who has more time spent playing Mortal Kombat X than me? I know that there are people out there, but it's probably like 1% of the world's population has played more Mortal Kombat X in the last 10 years than I have. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to come in and check out all the characters on Mortal Kombat 1 and rank them, and who do I think is the most fun character in Mortal Kombat X, as we see the popping quitality right there. So let's go to the actual tier list maker right here. We have S, A, B, C, and D. Definitely no F characters here. I doubt there will be any D characters. There might be C characters, but most of the characters are going to be ranging between B, A, and S, because Mortal Kombat X has... well, every character is fun in MKX. It's just, we have to structure them, right? We have to put them in positions. So I'm just going to say right now, every character in Mortal Kombat X is fun. All right, so before anything, obviously, leave a thumbs up on the video. If you guys want me to do this for MK11 as well, I'll be happy to do it. I played a ton of MK11 as well, and I have a pretty good idea of the characters that are the most fun to play in that game. But this is my bread and butter right here. This is my personal favorite fighting game of all time, so I'm definitely going to know... well, I'm not going to know exactly where I'm going to put these characters, because I know I'm going to be shuffling around characters as we go along. That's just going to be the nature of the beast. But starting off here, let's go with Scorpion. Scorpion's going to start off at a solid A. Has ninjutsu, hellfire, inferno. Inferno's always like the beginner friendly one. Actually, ninjutsu is also the beginner friendly one, but amazing looking combos. The design on Scorpion and MKX is perfection. And I wanted to start him off here at A. He might move to S, who knows? I don't know how many characters I want to have up there in S compared to A. Man, I'll probably have like 10 characters in S as far as like fun factor. Because keep in mind, this tier list isn't like who the best character is, like tier wise, as far as like, okay, Liu Kang, Tremor, the best characters in the game. I'm talking about like the most fun characters in the game. All right, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is another character that's a lot of fun. You can use him in Grandmaster, and you could actually play him in Grandmaster very offensively too. You don't need to like just hide behind the ice clone all day. Does like 50% damage if you break the ice clone in your opponent's face in the corner. Has Cryomancer Sub-Zero, which I think is such a cool design for Sub-Zero, and it was so good that they implemented a lot of that into Injustice 2 version of Sub-Zero. So yeah, Sub-Zero in this game, super fun. All the ninjas that are in this game are really fun. All right, next up here we got Liu Kang. I think Liu Kang is one of the characters that I have the least experience with, mostly because I'm not good at fireball cancels. I know that if you're good at fireball cancels and you're doing all these crazy instant air fireball, ninja killer, Liu Kang combos, he's going to be a ton of fun. So because I know that, I'm going to put him at A. But as far as my execution and my experience with him, I like playing the other variation. I think it's called Dragon's Fist. Flame Fist? Yeah, I think it's Flame Fist. I think Dragon's Fist is something else. Dragon's Fang? No, that's for Goro. But I think Flame Fist is the one that I like because you don't need to have that crazy execution. But Liu Kang, just in general, if you have that execution in Dragon's Fire, the run cancel variation, he's like the best character in the game, like straight up. He's insane. But I'm gonna be switching these characters around. We'll see. Probably towards the end, I'll revise like my picks. But yeah, I know Liu Kang is really fun in this game. Lord Raiden. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna put Lord Raiden in the B tier category because, yeah, he's fun. and he has his combos, especially in the corner. He has the run cancel, Thunder God combos, and everything. But no, he's actually really fun. Okay, I'll put him in A. I know some people were already gonna start commenting. How dare you put Lord Raiden? I actually like Thunder. What is it? Thunder of Storms variation. The one with like the gimmick where you put one little I don't know, like you pretty much like make two dots and they connect via electricity. Master of Storms, there you go. I like that one a lot. But if you compare Raiden in MKX to almost every other Raiden, well, MK9 Raiden, I've seen some crazy stuff with MK9 Raiden, but man, MKX Raiden, yeah, he's really, really fun. Johnny Cage. Am I going to have any character in the B tier? I don't know, guys. Every character in MKX is fun. Johnny Cage, super fun. A-list, if you're good at run cancels, that's your variation. I like fisticuffs, Johnny Cage, speed bag in front of your opponent's face. Not to get it confused with teabags, but speed bag, back 1-2, back 1-2. After the third hit, your opponent could armor through it now, but you could bait it out. Only back 1-2 is +2 on block. Oh, Johnny Cage. Johnny effing Cage. I'm going to put him in front of Liu Kang for me. All right, so yeah, Johnny Cage, and I didn't even mention A-list. A-list gets you 50% damage in the corner easy and gets you hard to block situations with the sweep and the meter burn overhead that he has with the meter burn clone. Excuse me. I'm getting too excited, guys. I love Mortal Kombat X. Sonya Blade. Okay. All right, we found our first B character. The reason I say that is because no, wait, she has Demolition. She has crazy ass fucking combos with Demolition. I was more thinking about Spec Ops or what is it, Covert Ops? The one where you just literally mix your opponent to death. And even though that's really fun, I do think Demolition Sonya has like some crazy combos, crazy setups. She's not as good as she used to be. Like she was insane back in 2016, but during the final patch, they really normalized her quite a bit. Or I think even before that, they normalized her. But right now, I'm gonna leave her at B because I'm pretty confident she's gonna either stay there or maybe move up a little bit. But she'll be like the poster child of B at the moment. All right, Kano. A lot of you guys know I really don't care about Kano too much as far as a character. I could give or take having him in a Mortal Kombat game. In MK11, he was like one of the characters that I struggle with the most just because I got so annoyed at his playstyle in that game. And that one move where he throws like the acid or the Molotov at you and stuff. Yeah, I thought Kano was super annoying. But in MKX, this mofo is so much fun. Every variation is fun. Commando is the command grab variation. Then you have Cutthroat that gives you like 60% combos in the corner. And then you have Cybernetic that he literally has an optic blast. And he could use it in a fight, do sick ass corner combos. God damn, Kano is so sick in this game. I wish he was like that in every single game. I wouldn't put him ahead of Johnny, but he's definitely going up there in the A tier category because Kano in this game is so much fun. All three variations. And yes, I am looking at all three variations as fun as far as like the fun factor of the character, because obviously if you have all three variations that are really fun, you're going to be more fun than other characters where it might only be one variation that's really fun. But then again, if that variation is so much fun that you don't even need the other ones, then I got to include that in there. Man, these tier lists are hard. Kung Lao. Okay, so Kung Lao, I don't think he's that fun in this game. I actually don't think he's that fun in this game. Yeah, he could go crazy. And I know Johnny is going to be pissed off at me at this because I really don't care for Kung Lao too much, even though I have fought Johnny so many times when he's using hat-trick Kung Lao. Makes him look incredibly fun. But Johnny has been playing that for a while, so his execution with Hat Trick, it might not be the way it was when he was playing it, but it still looks really cool. Or when he was playing that consistently, as opposed to MK1. But it does look really, really cool. I don't think he's at C. Like I said, I don't even know if any character is going to be at C, to be honest with you guys. But I will put him behind Sonya because I feel like I have more fun mixing people's ass up with Covert Ops Sonya. And I don't even use Demolition too much, but I know that has a lot of setup. So I'll put her over Kung Lao. But Kung Lao is one of those characters where you could like go crazy with the dive kicks. Like you could play him like if you're on crack. Like you could play him fast. All right. So right now he's the lowest of the characters. All right. Reptile. I'm putting him in in S tier. So Reptile's the first S tier character that I have up there because of the slowdown, because of the green screen of death. Yeah. I forgot what the actual variation name is. Nimble Reptile. There you go. I just said that I was going to consider all three variations, and I do. But Nimble Reptile is one of the most fun variations in the entire game. It's like such a genius concept to bring from Injustice. Obviously, it was inspired by The Flash, right? The Flash's slowdown. It's clearly that. But for Reptile, because he's always been that one character who's like really fast. It's such a perfect concept, and they do it so well in a Mortal Kombat game that I'm wondering why they didn't give it to him again in MK1. Like, it would have been even more perfect in MK1, but they do it so well in this game that you get addicted trying to execute some of these combos with Nimble Reptile. Like, I've literally spent an hour straight practicing one single combo with Nimble Reptile. And it's hard for me to say that with any other character in any Mortal Kombat game. So Nimble Reptile deserves that S tier spot. The Princess Kitana. I think Kitana in MKX is the most fun Kitana of all time. I know that MK9 Kitana had a lot of cool combos and she was really, really fun to play with, but I feel like Kitana is the best that she has ever been by far in MKX. So of course I got to put the princess up in the S tier category. Come on, guys. You guys know she's my second favorite female character to play in this game. We're going to get to my number one in a bit, but I will put her behind Reptile just because, yeah, Nimble's just too much fun. But Kitana, the most fun she's ever been, ever. Like, I love Kitana so much in MKX. All right, Jax. Jax is definitely going in the A category. I'm actually going to put him in front of Liu Kang just because, you know, I know Liu Kang, he's going to stay in the A, but I'm going to put a lot of characters ahead of him just because I like playing those characters more, and this is my tier list. But, yeah, Jax, he puts you in the corner. He makes you guess. He has the hardest brutality to execute in the game with the command grab brutality, the ragdoll brutality. You literally have to get a 1 to 2 frame input at the end where you press all 4 buttons. You have to do it in repeated succession. It's really hard to get, but it's one of the most satisfying brutalities to get ever. And if you could play heavy weapons Jax and get that brutality with the bazooka, with the rocket launcher. That one's really fun too. Yeah, Jax is awesome. Jax is awesome in this game. Melina. Yeah, Melina has some fun stuff in this game. Piercing Melina is the one that I use the most, but I know that a lot of people like using the other two. Actually, I like Piercing Melina, and I like the teleport one. I forgot what the name of that variation is. She has, I think, Ravenous Melina, which I never really used. Focuses a little bit more on her grabs. But the one where she teleports, that one's really fun too. So I'm actually going to put her up here. I actually put her behind Lord Raiden. Because I would have more fun playing Lord Raiden the times that I have played Raiden. But I probably played Melina more. But no, actually, you know what? I did have a ton of fun with Melina. She does like crazy damage. She's actually really good. Fuck, I don't remember the name of that variation, and it's like gonna stay stuck in my head. But yeah, Melina's really fun in this game. She's actually really fun in MK1 as well. But oh, she was not fun at all in my opinion in MK11. She was really boring compared to MK1 and MKX. But in MKX, she's a ton of fun. Balro's still annoying as hell. It low profiles almost everything, even like mids. It's crazy. Ermac, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You already know that's my boy. That's literally my favorite character of all time. Aaron Black is very close. If Aaron Black is in the next game and he's sick, he'll probably overtake Ermac as my number one just because I love EB so much. But you have Master of Souls and then you have Spectral. Yeah, the other one is cool too. That one's a little bit more, actually useful because of the meter burn push. But just Master of Souls with the Vortex of Death, and then Spectral Ermac with the awesome fly combos. Ermac is him in MKX. They actually did a really good job of changing him up and giving him a different look, not only visually but gameplay wise compared to MKX. I think they did a really good job in MK1 as well with Ermac, but in this game, man, playing with Spectral, playing with Master of Souls, yeah, he's awesome. All right, Shinnok. Okay, Shinnok is gonna be another B tier character. Bone Shaper is the one that I use the most. I think it's pretty good. I feel like the Imposter Shinnok is really fun with the teleports, but to do instant air teleports, man, you really need that execution, or you need a specific way to press the buttons, because I think the teleport is up, down, or down, up, I should say. So then if you press up, you have to press down, up really fast. I know that there's people who could do it, and they have their own specific strategy on how to do it. And that kind of makes them more fun because it's hard for the opponent to deal with. And then you could go into whatever offense you want. But I feel like Imposter Shinnok is the most fun out of all the Shinnok variations. You have the bone shape necromancer one, I think, where you have the pimp hand and he has no he has no flesh on his arms. It's just the bony hand variation is what I always called it. So I don't have as much experience with Shinnok with the other variations. I played him a lot with Bone Shaper, and I thought he was really good then because he's pretty solid in general. So I'm actually going to put him ahead of Sonya and Kung Lao because I did play Imposter, and I had a good amount of fun playing it. But I have fun playing Bone Shaper, even though it's pretty straightforward. I need to play the Bony Hand one. I remember I made some videos on that, and I was always like cracking up because of stupid bony hands. All right, Lord Quan Chi. Oh, man. I know Quan Chi's going in A, but I'm trying to think where I should put him in A, because Quan Chi in this game is ridiculously fun. Ridiculously fun. He has a sorcerer, which obviously they took inspiration from for his MK1 self with the armor and everything. But my favorite was Summoner. Summoner Quan Chi, you could still play him the same way that you could play with him pre-patch, but this time you actually have to spend a bar of meter to do the meter burn spell or the meter burn trance in order to have all that time. You can't call in puggles the same way you could before, but you could still get crazy dirty setups, insane damage in the corner. I'm actually going to put Quan Chi ahead of Sub-Zero for me. He's not on the level of Scorpion as far as fun for me, but he's super fun. You guys haven't seen me play Quan Chi in a bit just because I rarely play MKX. And when I do, I want to play some of these characters in the S tier category that you guys have seen me play. Lord Kenshi. Okay, yeah, Kenshi's, of course, he's going to be in the A tier category. He might be in the S tier category. No, you know what? I think I'm going to make my first switch. I'm going to move Scorpion into the S tier category. and I'm going to put Kenshi as the number one in the A tier category because I do have more fun playing Scorpion, but Kenshi in Kenjutsu is one of my favorite variations to play. He actually gets like a legit mix up. You could take your opponent's life in 2 hits if you have meter, and not only that, but if you use Possess Kenshi, he has the teleport. He still does insane damage. And then you have Balance Kenshi if you want to play him more MK9 style. 3 amazingly fun variations because even Balance Kenshi has crazy damaging combos in the corner. So yeah, Kenshi is like the number one in the A. I can't put him in S, but I could put the character in front of him in the S and move him to the number one of the A tier category because, yes, I mean, Scorpion, I could play Scorpion all day in MKX. All right, Takeda. Takeda's obviously going to be in the A tier category. I would rather play Johnny Cage than I would Takeda, but I'm going to put him behind Johnny and in front of Kano because of one variation. One variation is the reason why I would place Takeda ahead of Kano, Jax Molina, Liu Kang, and Lord Raiden. And that's the Star Wars variation, the lightsaber variation. I completely forgot what the actual name of it is at the moment. What is it? Ronin? Ronin Takeda? Yeah. Ronin Takeda. Because of that one variation, I'm putting Takeda in that spot. And that's just for me personally, but I know that Shirai Ryu Takeda is really fun as well. And I know Lasher Takeda can be really fun as well. So, I mean, all 3 variations for Takeda are really fun. But for me personally, the one that I play pretty much exclusively is Ronin because of the sick-ass lightsabers and some of the crazy combos you could get with that variation. Woo! All right, moving on here, we have Cassie Cage. Mwah. Cassie Cage in MKX is like perfection, guys. Perfection. She's moving up here in the A tier category, actually in front of Reptile for me. In front of Reptile. That's how much fun I have playing Cassie Cage. I know that for some people she might not be as fun to watch because she's really good. EX Nut Punch, Invincible. Instant air gunshots are still like really, really fun to do. Spec Ops Cassie is actually super fun, which is the variation that I hated the most back in the day, just because I would get her so often in random character select. But you could get some crazy mix-ups. And then you have Brawler Cassie, which I don't really use too much, focuses more on grabs. You could still put in work with that. But for me, Hollywood Cassie is where it's at. I would probably say out of any character in MKX, if I were to pick one character with one variation to actually try hard with, and I would call like quote unquote my main character who I would like risk it all with for one match, it would be Hollywood Cassie. I feel so comfortable playing with Cassie. And she has awesome corner combos, the gunshots, everything about her so sick. This might surprise you guys. But Jackie Briggs, you guys know how I feel about Full Auto. You guys know how everyone feels about Full Auto. But the reason is because she has such a bad rep from people who use her improperly. People who don't know how to mix up her zoning and her close-up game, which honestly is probably the best like in your face game out of any character. Do you guys know that she has so many amazing buttons up close? But the problem is that she has T-Rex arms. She literally, if she had a bigger hitbox on her attacks, she would be the best character in the game. That's how good Jackie is up close. But people don't know that because they just want to spam the machine gun. But there's a little variation called Shotgun that I've always said is one of my 5 favorite variations in all of Mortal Kombat X. And I'm talking about every character. Shotgun Jackie is in my top 5. So I'm going to put her right behind Cassie because Cassie's my girl. Put her right behind Cassie. Jackie, that's like probably the biggest surprise out of any character because you guys know how much I hate her in MK11. Jackie Briggs in the S tier category as far as fun characters in this game, and it's because of Shock and Jackie. And trust me, you could put in work with the other ones too. It's not just Shock and Jackie that makes her really fun for me, but that's my preference, and that's the variation that I play the most. All right, so Kung Jin is probably my least played character in this game, but whenever I do play with him, I like using Ancestral. Bojutsu Kung Jin is really fun as well. I don't really like using the other one. I think it's Shaolin. I don't really like using that one too much. That one's like pretty boring to me. But Bojutsu with the bow swing and some of the combos you could get, and of course Ancestral, which is pretty much a inspiration from Green Arrow from Injustice. That one's really fun. So whenever I do play Kung Jin, I have a ton of fun playing. But I would probably pick him. I would actually pick him in front of Melina, but I would rather play Jax. So I'm going to put him here in the A tier category because I know he's really fun, but he's probably my least used character. Oh, you already know my boy Aaron Black is coming up here. He's actually going to be in front of Ermac because other than Aaron Black, there's only one character that I have the more fun playing with than Aaron Black. But Aaron Black is my dude. I don't even need to go into Aaron Black, right? Gunslinger, outlaw, marksman. I don't really use, but looks cool when you get things going. Really fun. All right. Next up here we have Kotal Khan, and man, I was so disappointed with the downgrade of Kotal Khan and how sick he was in MKX with all 3 variations to moving on to MK11. And don't get me wrong, he's not like completely boring. But if you compare his gameplay, well, I guess that's what happened to almost every character from MKX to MK1 or I can't even speak, MK11. But for some reason, like they got rid of on your knees, all that stuff. The totems were whack compared to Blood God. You could get the Kobe combo, the 81% damage combo in the corner with the damage totem. You have, I think, War God, where you have your sword and you get mix-ups. And then, of course, Sun God, which praises the sun. And, every time that I use him, I have to go on your knees, because that's exactly what Phil Lamar says when Kotal Khan does a command grab. So I'm putting him in the S tier category, guys. I'm putting him behind Scorpion, of course, but I'm putting him in the S tier category because I love Kotal Khan's gameplay in this game. All right, moving on here. Ferritor. Oh, I actually had a blast every time that I would play Ferritor because I would use a pain and gain variation and just try to get like a ridiculous amount of damage. There was one time in a montage that I forgot what video it was. I don't know if it was random character select or I was specifically playing with Ferritor. I tried to do the pain and gain, and I actually ended up finishing my own life because I didn't have enough life to take for the pain and gain. Those are always hilarious. Devora. Okay, Devora. She's going to be in the B tier category for sure. I think Venomous is the one that I use. There's the Bald Lady one. And then the Swarm Queen is just straight up run cancels, which I suck with. But for the most part, it's just forward 1-2 run cancel, and then that's it. Yeah, I'd rather play Kung Lao and Sonya than her. I think I'm going to place her at the end of the B tier category. Looking at the roster right now, she's going to be the character who's the least fun for me. I think no one else is going into the B tier category. I think the B tier category is going to stay the way it is. So that means that she is the character that I have the least amount of fun with. But don't get me wrong, she could still be a lot of fun. Like I said, there's no one in this game that's not fun. But if I'm comparing every other character, she is at the bottom of the tier list. Oh, Big Daddy Goro. Come on, guys. Come on. I know he's going to S, but I'm trying to figure out where he could go. I rather use Reptile. All right, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this because I rather play Scorpion than I do Katana. But of course, Katana is gonna stay here in the S tier category. But Scorpion has been upgraded from like the beginning of A to then S tier, and then he moved up to 2 more spots or like another spot. But I'll put Big Daddy Goro in between Reptile and in between Scorpion because you guys know I have a blast playing with Goro. Man, there's gonna be a lot of S tier category characters because we're barely getting onto the DLC, guys. Of course, Jason is gonna be an S tier. Come on, you have Relentless, Unstoppable, and Slasher. Those 3 combined, you have a complete character in Jason. Has an amazing mid 10 frames with back 3. Has a bunch of gimmicks that are super fun to use. Jason is definitely going up here. I'll keep Big Daddy Goro in front, but yeah, actually, I'll put him behind Scorpion. All right, Tanya. Tanya's not going in the S tier category, but she is going in the A tier category because I think she's really fun. Pyromancer Tanya is underrated because most people just run away and shoot her fireball. But if you actually play Pyromancer Tanya properly and go in a few times and put the purple stuff on the opponent, it could really frustrate them. She's really fun with Pyromancer. Kobujutsu is probably my favorite. So I think she's really fun. I'm trying to see where I could put her though. I'll probably put her down here. I'll put her at the end of the A tier category, but I think she is, especially Dragon Naginata, if you actually know how to use that variation, the pole dancer variation, she's going to be even more fun. But yeah, she's not in a B tier category. She's definitely an A. But as far as where to place her, I think I'll place her at the bottom of the A tier category. And Predator. I don't need to say anything, guys. I don't need to say anything. Predator is the most fun character in this game. Hishkuten, Warrior, Hunter. Come on. Predator is the greatest guest DLC character of all time. The most fun character in the most fun game. Forget about it. Let's just move on. Tremor, who might be actually the best character tier-wise in the game because of the green one, the gummy bear one. Wow, Crystalline Tremor. I keep forgetting these variation names. So obviously he's gonna be really fun. I would prefer playing all these characters in the S tier category at the moment over Tremor. Tremor's super fun, but does he belong in the S tier category for fun factor? I haven't played Tremor in so long, and I have no desire to play Tremor. I don't know. I don't even know if he's more fun than some of these other characters. Because at first I was like, I do have a lot of fun playing Tremor, don't get me wrong. But he's not as fun as Kotal Khan, On Your Knees, Katana, Crazy Combos, Jason, Hugging You, Scorpion, blah, 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 and then so on. I don't think he's in the S tier category. He's definitely an A, but I'm trying to see, is he more fun than Kenshi and doing Kenjutsu combos? And I don't think he's more fun than Kenshi, but I think he's more fun than Quan Chi. So I would actually put him at second place in the A tier category. All right, so Leatherface. Oh, you already know Leatherface is going in the S tier category. I think he goes in front of Kotal, but behind Katana. So behind Katana, I have more fun doing Katana combos than playing Leatherface, but Leatherface is a blast to play all three variations, even Pretty Lady, which I need to play. Boraicho. I remember when the reveal trailer came out and Boraicho was one of the characters, I was like, why are we getting Boraicho? And funny enough, Boraicho ended up having the video that sort of launched my channel into more eyeballs. There was a video where I was like making people rage quit with Boraicho, or like the worst character in the game, back in like 2016. And that video ended up getting like a million views and introduced a lot of new people to my channel and started putting my videos in the algorithm. So if it wasn't for Baraicho, I don't know if my channel would have taken off as fast as it did, because he helped me get he helped me get out there, that's for sure. But once I got into the Drunken Master Baraicho stuff, I really had a blast with him. So I feel like Drunken Master Baraicho is my personal favorite. But would I pick him? I know exactly where to put him. Put him behind Jax and in front of Kung Jin, because I do actually like playing Drunken Master Baraicho, and he has two other variations that are really useful and really good as well. But Drunken Master is my jam because it's so unique. It's so unique. You actually have a penalty for not drinking. That sounds kind of bad thinking about it in real life terms. You have a penalty for not drinking alcohol, but if you take a drink and then you don't drink again, you puke, and it kind of makes you go in. So I like that mechanic a lot. Alien, Alien has to go in the S tier category. These two are in the S tier category. I just need to see where. Alien, Conjure Alien is so much fun. Acidic Alien has like insane damage, good zoning. And the Tarkatan Alien, even though I don't like it, just because it's so basic in my opinion compared to the other two, it's still good. I think I would actually put Alien at the bottom of the S tier category, because I rather play Kodokan than I do Alien. So On Your Knees prevails. But yeah, Alien has to be in the S tier for me. Super fun, but is at the bottom of the S tier category. And then Triborg, I think just based on the fact that Triborg literally is 4 robots in one, he has to be in the top 3, top 4. I'm trying to see, because I think he has to be in the top 3, guys. I think he has to be in the top 3, because you have 4 characters in one, and they all actually play pretty unique. You have Cyrax with crazy setups, crazy combos. All he wants to do is put you in the corner and mix your ass. Cyber Sub-Zero, you could play really fast with him, dive kicks. Smoke has a crazy-ass vortex and is probably the best out of all 3 or all 4. Invincible Smoke Port. And then you have the Red Robot of Hype Sector, who does good damage, good zoning, up missiles, could bait you, has a straight missile that is safe on block. Man, Triborg is the greatest like new creation for NetherRealm, because Triborg actually inspired the Ninja Turtles. And the reason I say that is because they made the Ninja Turtles 4 characters in one. And I don't know if that would have happened if they never would have created Triborg, where they were like, oh, wait a minute, what other like characters could we bundle up 4 characters into one? So yeah, Triborg is the GOAT as far as new character creations and DLC characters for Mortal Kombat. That was such a genius idea. But this is it right here. This is my tier list. We have Predator as the tippity top, and I think Predator would be happy with that. Aaron Black, Triborg, Ermac, Cassie, Jackie, Reptile, Goro, Scorpion, Jason, the Princess, Leatherface, Kodokan, Alien. That's my S tier category as far as the most fun characters in the game. Excuse me. Then we go to the A tier, which we have Kenshi, Tremor, Quan Chi, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Takeda, Kano, Jax, Boraicho, Kung Jin, Melina, Ferritor, Liu Kang, Lord Raiden, and Tanya, rounding out the A tier. And then the 4 characters in the B tier category, Shinnok, Sonya, Kung Lao, and Devora. That is the ultimate Mortal Kombat X tier list as far as the most fun characters to play in MKX. Bam. So that's it, guys. There's not many people on Earth that have played more Mortal Kombat X than I have the last 10 years. So I'm happy that I finally did something like this. Doing these tier lists are actually really fun. It makes me think about, what characters do I actually prefer playing over others. And this is like my ultimate Mortal Kombat X list, the decisive list for me. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. But as you guys see, B tier is not bad at all. Obviously, you want to be an A and S, but there's no characters in C tier as far as fun factor in this game. So it's only S, A, and B. But yeah, I'm happy that I have so many characters in the S tier that I could represent as like the most fun characters in the game. I'm pretty happy with this list. Actually, I'm very happy with this list. I wouldn't change the position either for any characters. Just looking at it back at the moment, I don't think I would change any positions. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.